you're saying that the accumulative state and this strategy that I was also describing now, to feed the middle and upper classes and at the same time go against the will of the masses, you're saying that these policies actually hurt the majority, including the working class. Now, I asked my dear colleague Ákos Huszár to share with me one of his graphs that we have been discussing here in the Institute many times because we are so astonished about it. So the question is whether Orbán really did hurt the working class. And I'm sharing the screen now for a moment with you. This graph, this one. What you see here is a comparison. I don't know if you're seeing it really. A comparison of the subsistence level, that is the blue line, with the minimum wage, and then that is the orange line, and then third, the public employment wage. And what you see is that the minimum wage substantially increased by the Orbán government, especially since 2016. And this is again pointed out by Gábor in his book. Actually went close to and even surpassed, probably in the first time of post-socialist history of Hungary, the subsistence level of workers. So this means, and I thank then Ákos for sharing this with me. Okay, so then this means that workers on the minimum wage are better off. It's not only the middle and upper classes who are better off, but also the working classes in this sense. And what is more, there are many benefits that are linked to the minimum wage or to wages, including many family policy benefits that were upgraded accordingly, like, for instance, the parental leave. And with the expansion of employment that you also analyze in detail, many more people, including women, got hold of these earnings-related benefits as opposed to the universal benefits or the social assistance benefits.
This is from the book, from the English version of the book, which shows all the social income support that the state maintains has dramatically declined for the lower strata and has basically dramatically increased for the higher strata. And it's not completely linear, but it's almost linear. So the more down you go, the more you lose. And the upper you go, the more you gain. So that's the way Orbán operates his redistributive apparatus, basically taking money away from the poor and giving it to the rich to simplify. But of course, it's much more complex than that. And I hope we'll have the time to get into the details, because the global economic processes matter. And Orbán also knows that he has to construct an electoral majority. And his way of doing this is also relying on certain social and economic policies that indeed are designed to, to make the victims of his regime happier. And these social and economic policies in some dimensions go beyond the pre-2010 neoliberalism. Like, for example, I think public works is a very, very important example. It's a regressive conservative social policy, but it's much more for those people living in deep poverty, left behind areas. It's much more than just saying, here's the market will solve your problems. you need better education. We might need to lower the minimum income, the minimum wage, because you're not productive enough. And then you will find solution on the market. So that was the liberal narrative. And Orbán says, no, I'm the state, I will save you from the deepest poverty. And it's an increase in state intervention for these areas. But again, relatively speaking, these people are losing out, but still they are one of the most important supporter base of Orbán. I briefly hint to this in the book, how it's also combined with political paternalism and hierarchical management of these people. So it's a really clever strategy designed to redistribute some income to these people on public works, but also to control them politically by empowering the mayors in these areas